Hi, my loves. I felt really called to drop in with you in my spirit time and share what is coming through. Welcome to the Danette May Show, where you'll receive profound breakthroughs, courage to break old patterns, and live into your soul's purpose. Each week, I will bring you epic guests and live coaching to remind you of your power. You have the ability to achieve extraordinary things, and the time to start is now. I think we can all agree that we are in interesting times. I've been saying that I feel for over a year now. Interesting times. I think I felt this since 2020. I think we can all agree that's a timestamp in history. If we were going to timestamp with dates, 2020 is the time when everything started to feel interesting and unique and weird. And has the world flipped up on side its head? But I think we're still in that phrase and that feeling. And I just want to preface when I say interesting, I am in a state of curiosity. I am in a state of observation. And I want to speak from my heart to your heart because imagine that if you are listening to the Danette May Show, that we share a similar frequency. You wouldn't be listening to this show if we didn't share a similar frequency. So if we share a similar frequency, it means the music sounds similar to each one of us. The things that we're seeing, the experiences we're having are probably a very similar frequency, dimension, flavor, color. And if that is happening, I just want to speak to your heart because I actually think if you were to just stop as wherever you're listening to this, just take a minute to look around you. What do you actually see? I want you to take a minute right now as you're listening to this, because there is no accident that you're listening to this right now, right here. And in the right now moment, I want you to just look around you. So if you're driving, look around. If you're sitting in your home, look around. If you're out and about, look around. What do you actually see? Notice the colors, notice the shapes of objects. Notice the scene. Most likely, you're seeing beauty. You're seeing leaves, you're seeing blue sky or snow, or you're seeing nature. Maybe you're seeing cars moving to and from. Maybe you're noticing sidewalks and homes and lights in homes. Maybe you're hearing the sound of technology. Maybe you're listening on technology. You actually have technology in your hands to hear my voice, to be connected to me through my voice. What are you seeing? Most likely, you're seeing high vibration, joy, abundance, peace, stillness, maybe the hustle and bustle of getting to go to jobs, of getting to go to visit loved ones. We are forgetting to look and notice what we're witnessing outside of ourselves in the now moment. Not what we're hearing on the news, not what we're hearing from social media, but what are we witnessing with our own eyes? I do believe this technology that we hold can be a gift, but it can also be a disruptor. There's always an and to everything. There are hard things going on in the world, and there are beautiful things happening right now in front of us. There are people suffering, and there are people who are in deep bliss and deep joy. I do think that we all hold a universe within ourselves. There is this collective universe. There is this collective idea of Mother Earth and the earth plane. There is this collective belief around animals. But if you go to a particular tree, and I learned this camping, I was sitting there in deep contemplation. What I loved about my camping trip is I was off grid, meaning my cell phone did not work. I could not call anyone. Wi-Fi was not available, cell service was not available. And in those moments is when I received the deepest clarity at the finite level. Because I think we think that this technology we hold gives us massive education. Yes, and when we turn it off, we even receive a deeper knowing and a deeper revelation of truth. And I was sitting here watching this tree, and I was seeing all these animals on this tree, these little tiny bugs. And I was seeing beyond these bugs and beyond this tree that this was their reality. This was their universe. This tree, their coexistence with this tree, their coexistence with the family of the bugs that lived on this tree, and whatever was going on in the lake, whatever was going on with me at the campsite, whatever was going on beyond the lake and the campsite to the next town over, to the next town, to the next town, to the world, to beyond. That their universe was that tree. that all they knew was that tree, and that the universe that they lived in was within that tree and within the ecosystem of that tree. And I'm going to take a step further, that there's a universe within that bug. And there is a universe that lives inside of you called cells, mitochondria. And the words you're speaking, the feelings and the emotions you are embodying in your body is your universe. And oftentimes we're so focused. Imagine that bug on that tree focused on the town over and was focusing on that. How would it affect his universe? How would it affect his health? How would it affect the way he moved on that tree? It would change it dramatically. But his job is to focus on his universe, his internal cellular being, his relation to that tree and to the other bugs on that tree. And so I want to take us a step further to look within ourselves. Oftentimes we're trying to fight the world or to have a viewpoint or to focus externally when our job is to focus internally and our opportunity is to focus internally. How are we relating with ourselves? How are we communicating with ourselves? What is the energy we are holding? Is it of love or is it of fear? Is it sharing goodness and saying positive things internally and positive thoughts internally, or we are wrapped in a negative spiral shame loop? You know this answer. But this message to you is an invitation, instead of to get too drawn out on what's going on in the world, to go inside and what's going on in the world inside of you. And where can you bring light and harmony to that world inside of you, that universe inside of you? Where can you bring more joy, more love, more peace? We all want peace. I think we can all agree on this earth plane, we all want more peace, whether it's internally or externally, or in the country or the planets. We all want peace. Let's go laser in as we talk about ascension, as we talk about this idea of enlightenment and this idea of ascension. It's all right out, expanding out. But you need descension to have ascension. You need to go in to have the ascension. I believe it's in our opportunity right now, as the world and the technology is feeding us so much information, to descend in within ourselves, to descend deep inside the cells and deep inside our internal universe and ask, what is going on inside here? Where can I shift the energy here? Where can I bring peace here? Where can I bring joy here? Where can I bring laughter, lightness, equanimity inside myself? Own that level. Be in charge of that. Be a warrior there. Be a stand for truth there. Be a lover of light there first, instead of trying to fight battles so far outside of yourself. And as you start to work inside yourself and start to get very present, what are you witnessing outside of yourself, and standing in that truth, that knowing, that alignment, that awareness? I believe that frequency, that light, that love is not delusion, is not turning a blind eye. That is the frequency. If we all did that, would shift the planet. But instead of thinking and doing this because you want to shift the planet, why not just focus on your internal universe first? Love it so deeply. Bring Christ consciousness in through it, through your body, through daily practice, through daily loving of yourself, daily witnessing of yourself, and owning your internal universe, your earth within yourself, your cells, your body. How are you speaking to yourself? Really owning that before you have this big voice and opinion about everything else externally. I believe in you. I believe in the light in you. I believe in the universe in you. I believe in the universe in me. I believe that things happen, that the darkest times that I went through, the hardest, what we would call the hard times, the gifts wrapped up in sandpaper moments, cultivated me to be more in love with me, helped me find my light. We have to remember that oftentimes things get hard or things feel hard to bring us to the opportunity of light. But first starts within ourselves. Where can we love every cell within ourselves? Where can we watch the thoughts, the energy frequency that we are emitting inside of ourselves, to ourselves, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, when we put on clothes, when we walk through our own home, how we walk in nature? Own that universe first. Claim her, love her. Thank you so much for listening to my internal time. and being on the similar frequency train as me right now and tuning in. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of this space, this energy vortex of our voice, and choosing to descend to ascend, to go in before you go out, to own your universe first before you try to own and tell what the external universe should be doing. I love you. I believe in you. We are one. Hey there, beautiful souls. I have an exciting question for you. Are you ready to step into the best version of you? Because I have something truly transformative to share today. Introducing my new You 30-Day Challenge. This isn't just another program, it's your path to total transformation. For 30 days, we'll walk together on a journey of healing foods, healing movement, and a healing mindset. These three pillars are the keys to unlocking your most vibrant, energized, and confident self. Here's what you can expect: nourishing meals designed to fuel your body and release unwanted weight, empowering, easy to follow movement practices to ignite your inner fire, daily mindset tools to help you release old patterns and step into your power. This is your moment to evolve into your best self, whether you want to shed extra weight, feel stronger, or just reconnect with your true essence. This challenge was made for you. Imagine 30 days from now feeling lighter, stronger, and more aligned than ever before. It's not just about what you'll lose, it's about everything you'll gain. So are you ready to say yes to the new you? Don't wait. Your best self is calling.